Welcome back, everybody. Ewan Spence here in the TechZulu.com lounge, which is, of course, wonderfully supported by Indiegogo. We thank them for all their help and support. If you've got one of those projects that needs a little bit of help or funding or crowd gigging, we're going to recommend them. Now we've done the obligatory bit, let me introduce our next guest that we have on TechZulu here at South by Southwest in Austin. Erick Schonfeld joins us now, wearing the Touchcast hat this time.
Yes, hi, how are you?
How many hats have you got now over there in the tech world?
I have at least 3.
So, we're only going to talk about this one. You can find out the rest about Erick online. Where would be the best place to go for you?
Find me on Twitter, Erick Schonfeld, at Erick Schonfeld, ERICKSCHONFELD.
Okay, tell me about Touchcast.
So Touchcast is a video authoring platform for what we call the video web. So it's the most advanced authoring tool for creating video on iOS. And it's an iPad app. It's a free iPad app that you can download. It's a TV studio in your iPad. So it has everything from the ability to add titles to whiteboarding capability, effects, visual effects, sound effects, teleprompter. It's very advanced. But the magic is something we call video apps or VAPs. And that allows us to put websites and web pages and HTML objects into the video. So think of like a graphic that you see in a video, but if you could touch it and it would be interactive, that's a VAP.
So obviously it's a big step up over iMovie in iOS. Who's it aimed at? What's the sort of target audience that you're looking for to gain with this app?
Well, primarily right now we're looking for people who like to create videos. So it's the creative community who right now are creating videos and uploading them to YouTube, or all the way up to large media companies that have large online digital video businesses. And we think we can increase the engagement level of the videos by making them more web native. And I could show you what it looks like if you like.
Let's see, we've got video camera here, you've got the eye. Of course we're going to have a look at it. There, it's right here. So let's just do a little shuffle around of the audio tech here.
I'm just going to show you one that I have loaded up here. This is the viewing experience.
Now we all know your PIN number.
Yeah, great. And these are all live.
Go ahead and tap it to explore further.
So this is a Austin travel guide. And I could listen to her, or I could stop it. Now I can browse this. I can go back to the video, and I can see what she's talking about. I can learn about John Mueller barbecue, delicious barbecue. And so the idea is that the video is fully interactive, and I can interact with all the elements on the screen inside the player. There's like a back button for video. I don't have to leave the video to explore the rest of the web. So all the information foraging behavior that we're used to on the web with text, now you can do with video as well. And this is just one of the VAPs. So we have many more that doesn't open up a new window. It's all interactive, like a poll or a map. It's all interactive inside the player.
What's been the most popular VAP that you've had since you launched last year?
Well, just the web. So we can bring anything from the web into the video, and that's sort of the default. So anything that you would want to do that doesn't have a custom-built VAP, you would just go ahead and find it on the web. But other than that, I would say maps and polls are very popular.
So obviously there's a huge amount of user creativity that goes into this app as well as the consumers. What's the sort of split? Is it the classic 9-1 split of 90% consuming, 9 creating, and 1% just doing crazy things with it?
Yeah, pretty much. Even though it's pretty much it's both a consumption app and an authoring app. We also have this on the PC, but it's what you'd expect. So that you have that pyramid of most of the people just viewing, and then you have the creatives, the 10 to 20% who are actually creating videos. And we see a lot of really amazing stuff happening. A lot of educators are using it, a lot of students, and they've really adopted it organically. And we see like schools doing morning announcements and kids using the green screen removal. You've got green screen removal in an iPad, so kids are doing history reports with it. So even on that end, you've got stuff, just people playing around with it, and on the other end, you've got media companies, large media companies, broadcasters and publishers who are doing more polished Touchcast. So it's pretty broad. We think of ourselves as sort of the Adobe for the video web, and just like anyone can use Adobe to create PDF or any of their other creative applications, is pretty broad.
What about breaking out of iOS? Obviously, there's a huge number of people using the tablet, but you've mentioned the big media broadcasters there.
Right.
They're not going to want to force everybody to an iOS if they're already browsing the web. So you're not completely siloed with this application,
No,
are
you're
you?
not. We already have a PC app that you can download. It's in beta, and it's amazing on a Dell XPS touch computer with Windows 8. That's like the workstation. So if you're a broadcast professional or an editing video professional, you might want to go with that. And we're developing one for the Mac, and we have a long roadmap, for different platforms. So we're platform agnostic.
So let's talk about the company itself. Product came out in June last year, you were telling me. What the company was put together for this product, or it's been spun out of somewhere else?
So it's part of Bemuse, which is it's a startup studio in New York City. So if you've heard of BetaWorks, it's sort of similar, except for we don't invest in other companies. We grow everything internally ourselves, and we bring projects along and then turn them into companies. And Touchcast is one of the most advanced ones in the portfolio. This app, the product launched last June on the iPad. We launched in December on the PC. And we're about to, we constantly have new releases. We have a new release that's coming out. I didn't show you the authoring side of this, but just like on Instagram, you can view photos or take photos. Yep. Same thing, you can view Touchcast, follow people, and then you can also use it as an authoring environment. We're going to start doing something that's going to be key for collaboration. We're going to allow people to share projects. So you could create a project, and then you're in New York, and I'm here at South by Southwest covering South by Southwest, and I pull it down onto my iPad.
I like how I get to stay in New York.
and so we can collaborate as a team, that's just one example.
I mean, off the top of my head, I'm thinking of a reporter in the field, say for like a CNN or Fox News, that could start doing the report in the field, then go, I've got to run, finish this in the office.
Right.
That sort of area, yeah?
Exactly. So, would you like to see some of the?
Have we got time to run a quick author? I think we can quickly flick through the author. Let's have a look. Okay. Have I got to do the microphone thing again? Here we go.
Okay, so this is the authoring tool, and I'll just go quickly through it. You've got built-in teleprompter. I can swap the camera, so I could be going like this, or I can swap it. I can turn the camera off. I could bring in a picture as a background, or I could bring in a video that I have maybe. So now this is a video that I already shot and I imported, and then now that I imported it, I can add a filter, make it look good. I can add sound effects.
It's all very. I'm going to use the word Instagram here, but in terms of interface, it's all keeping a lot of the technical business stuff hidden behind nice, friendly buttons.
Yes, literally 8-year-olds can do this, and then the magic is this thing vaps. So you can add web pages, you can add hotspots, you can add Instagram. You can pull in your Instagram photos and then create a video around it. You can create. Polls, Google News. So if I do Instagram, for instance, here are some recent. Here I just took these. Here at South by Southwest, I'm going to pull those into my video, and then you'll see that it's actually pulling those downloading into the iPad, and then here they are. I was at Funny or Die last night, and then I can start recording this. It's all composited in real time. I wouldn't have the beach image in the background, of course, but. I'm doing this backwards. So
that's right. But we've got the layering effects coming in on top of it, and layers coming on top of each other.
Right.
And then you can set it up and then set to record and play it through. Yep.
Yeah. Right. So there you go, and then it's all good to go, and it's all just with my finger. I was at Capitol Factory. Obama was at the desk there, and then we're done. It's composited in real time, and it's ready to go. You don't have to edit at all.
That is Touchcast. I'm going to ask you one more question, which is, let's fast forward 10, 15 years. Where's Touchcast?
So in 10 or 15 years, hopefully the web today, which is very much a magazine and print metaphor, will have evolved to more of a broadcast metaphor. And the canvas of the web will be a video. and all the interactivity that we're used to on the web will still be there, but it'll be much more a richer experience.
So there we go, a little bit of forward vision. You can download the app right now.
At iTunes, yes.
And iTunes, there will, of course, more information and updates and news coming through from touchcast.com.
Touchcast.com or Touchcast app on Twitter.
There we go. Erick Schonfeld there. Erick, thanks for your time.
Well,
enjoy the rest of you at South by Southwest. I'm Ewan Spence. You're at the Indiegogo Tech Cafe here with Tech Zulu. We're going to have more fun and games and more news and excitement and interviews and technology coming up after these few messages from whatever Google Ads serves up for you.